Good afternoon, good evening, good night, wherever you are in the world. I'm Rachel, and welcome to Smart Impressions, where we are unlocking business relationships one connection at a time. So today's guest is Nina. How are you? Thank you so much for joining us.
Hi, Rachel. Hi, thank you so much for inviting me to your episode.
Awesome. Well, you are episode one because our episodes, we're starting with me bringing in people I love, care about, and really value when it comes to strategic partnerships to talk about strategic partnerships in general and collaboration. So I'm so happy you're here. Thank you for taking the time. I want to get right into it because we have such a short amount of time together. When I say collaboration, what's the first thing that comes to your mind?
Collaboration. I think it's something that we cannot live. We cannot live without. I think it's the time where if you want to survive in business, and even in your personal life, you need to collaborate. The world is so small now that we need to work together. So I think this is what really comes to my mind first.
Awesome. I mean, I just heard this great quote from Simon Sinek. I'm just going to quote it for a second because he says, by ourselves as individuals, we are not very good. We cannot lift heavy weights by ourselves. We cannot solve complex problems by ourselves, but in groups, we are remarkable. And I firmly believe that, and so that's where there's a need for that collaboration and that strategic partnerships of figuring out who to work with and how, but it's not so easy. It's not so easy. Now, I know you've had some of your personal experience. What do you think, what should people be doing, or what have you done that worked out successfully?
I think, let me talk a little bit about collaboration, though I really love it. And as a brand and business strategist, something that working with any clients, usually the word collaboration comes up, and we're all about teamwork and collaboration. And I think we're very focused these days on that, which is amazing. But there's something also I've heard recently called collaboration overload. What it means is that, yes, you collaborate, and especially after COVID, the world became so much smaller. We can talk and connect with each other through Zoom very quickly. Instead of 2 meetings in a day, we can do 10 meetings in a day, collaborate, come up with ideas. And then at the end of the day, feel so exhausted and so overloaded with the opportunities, information, and so on, that we don't do anything. I mean, I'm exaggerating the scenario now, but it happens also. And I've seen, in Dubai especially, the place is absolutely beautiful for networking, for meeting people from around the world. And I think collaboration overload has a big role, plays a big role here also. I see people completely being burnt out from all the discussions, network, collaboration that's they're doing. So it's great, but you have to be very careful about it also.
No doubt. And I love that. Listen, I know you have years and years of experience with branding, helping clients basically go to market and really come out. But when it comes to collaboration, what are some of the things that people should be wary about?
I think there are 3 things that I would say to look at. Number one is when you're going to go, you need to be very clear in terms of your company, who you are as a company. Yeah. Before you go into any collaboration, who you are, what is it? You have to have that compass that tells you, okay, this is the direction I'm going. This is my vision. This is what I believe in as a company. This is what I'm doing. And this is my place in this market. This is the place I occupy, that for my customers, this is the problem or desire, the problem I solve for them. And this is my unique space there in their minds. When you're clear about it, then you will know exactly what kind of collaboration you need, whom you need on this journey, right? And then, so the first thing, be clear about your company. The second thing is that once you're clear, be open-minded, right? So with that compass, go and open your heart and talk to people. And even if someone you don't like, personality-wise, be open-minded, because you have that checklist, that compass in your head. You have that checklist exactly of what you need, on who you are and whom you need on that road. So use that filter, but be open-minded. Give everyone an opportunity. And the third thing I think is then don't be worried about saying no. Because one of the biggest problems with I think, collaboration overload is we have that fear of losing an opportunity. But there's so many opportunities, thank God, in this world, or there's so many opportunities that seems like opportunities that we need to be careful about. So don't be worried. Don't worry, risk it, lose the opportunity. Focus on exactly what you need on that compass that you have in your head, in your hand, not in your head, in your head also. So I think so. 3 things, if I were to summarize: clarity, who you are as a company. Number 2, be open-minded and open heart. And if you don't like personality, it doesn't matter. Just go with it and see if that's the right collaboration partner for you. And number 3 is don't be worried. Don't afraid to lose the opportunity. It's okay. There's so many of
I
them.
think there's so many of them. You're right. We're living in a cosmopolitan city. They're coming around every single day. Somebody else sees an opportunity. So I think, what do you think about FOMO? You mentioned people do feel like, oh, I'm missing out. I'm missing out on an opportunity or collaboration or strategic partner. Like, I have FOMO. What's the future of this? I mean, just as it's getting more challenging, we have so many opportunities digitally and online. So we're being bombarded all day, every day, but yet there's still that innate behavior of, oh my God, I don't want to miss out, right?
And I think that's why you need, before you do anything, right? You have to have a very clear strategy and very, focused approach to your company. So 3 things, like I've mentioned before, just to highlight again: who you are, where are you going as a company, and what do you do about just making money? What kind of people you want to have in the company. So people, what binds you together, your values and beliefs. Then what's your positioning in the market? What makes you unique? What makes you stand out in this market? What makes your customers to love you? You have to know your customers very well also. You need to, if I were, to choose the most powerful tool in building the company, is to know your customers. More things you know about them, better for you. So know your customers, know your unique positioning, know what makes you different, where are you going, what kind of people you want to come with you on this journey. If you're clear about it, then all the collaborations will be very clear. You will know exactly, this one I need, this I don't need. And that FOMO is going to be always there, of course, because I think we're human beings. We always worry of losing something, right? But at least you know that I'm losing it because I know it's not the right thing for me today. So at least you have some kind of justification of not saying yes to everything. So, but of course it will always be there. Every day there's something, new startups coming up, wanting to raise money and investments and potential to become unicorns and so on. They're there, but do I need them today? I don't know. I have my strategy. I have my master vision, I call it, in my hand. And I use that as a filter. But yes, FOMO is always there. It's okay. We can live with it.
You're going to have to live with it. We
cannot get rid of it completely.
It's not going anywhere. Exactly. So we got to deal with it, and it's going to come for so many different aspects of our life, right? And so I appreciate that. I love that you called it master vision, because I feel like it gives you a clear sense of the vision of where you're going, where you need to go, right? So if you know exactly where you need to go, then you won't derail. You won't go down the wrong road, on that path. Is that what you're talking about?
Absolutely. Today, in order to succeed as a business people, we need to have strategy that is very long-term as well as a very in-depth. So it's not enough just seeing what's out there. It needs to be what's out there and in-depth very much of what's happening today. So it's a quite challenging time, right? A lot of business strategies were questioned, and new types of business strategies were brought up, for example, by Oxford Business School, Side Business School of Oxford, if I recalled correctly. So for us as a brand strategists, as business owners, entrepreneurs, I think it's very important to have the overview of everything, to have that kind of a master plan. I use it from architectural firm, a master plan of everything what's happening with your company. So I've created this framework and call it master vision. So it's that compass in your head that gives you clarity, direction, and focus. It's that master plan for your company. What it gives you is 4 things really. It's like I've mentioned, the direction, your vision, which you cannot live without. Vision is not for someone to just put it on the wall in my office and then remember it from time to time. Vision is something that guides you. So number 1 is vision and purpose, something what you do, above just making money, how you change the world for the better, or people, or our society. Number 2 is your identity. So who you are as a company, what makes you who you are, what's your personality, how can people identify you as a company. Number 3 is people, because it's all about collaboration, right? We cannot go anywhere without people. Okay, maybe in the near future, we think that AI and robots and technology is going to substitute a lot of people, but yes, we're still human. We still want human connection. So people. And the 4th, so what are your values as a company? And the 4th thing is positioning. What's your unique space in the marketplace? It's not something that I have a little bit better quality, I have a better service, because there's a lot of good quality and good service these days, but what truly makes you unique. So 4 pillars that I base my master vision framework on. Once you clear that out, put it on your table, put it in front of you, you'll know then exactly what to do. Where are you going? Whom to collaborate with? What kind of people to hire? How to impress your investors, and so on.
It's elaborate. How long does it take to build something like that if you don't have it already?
I think the great thing is that you have it as the business owner. You have it. Most of the people have it inside, but they've never put it on the paper and maybe in the structured way. So I have a mentorship program that I'm launching next week. We do it under my guidance. We do it within a period of 8 weeks. Otherwise, you can do it under the agencies that we have, 9 Space. We can do it within a month, or you can do it yourself, just following our videos and do it yourself and build it. The thing is that you can write it, put it on the paper as it is today, but a master vision document is something that you need to look at every year. It's a document, it's a book that needs to be on your table, and it should always remind you of that clarity and direction. So it's a never-ending story. You always have to adjust, go back to that, read it, remind yourself, remind people who work with you what the company is about, where are we going. So it's this document, it's your, can I call it Bible? Maybe it's like a Bible. You always need it. You've read it 1 million times maybe, but you still go through it and still find new things. So
it sounds like your reference book, like no matter what you do in your business, you're just referring back to it to double check that you're making the right move. And there's that reference point that you just may have to reread depending on what's happening, what situations are coming up, and so forth. And so I love that you're helping people build this. I love that it's only 8 weeks long to build it if you haven't created it. And I love that one of the things that it does give you is guaranteed clarity so that you don't run into wasting your time with the wrong people to help collaborate and drive those strategic relationships. I think that is by far, your guide to make sure you don't go the wrong way. Don't waste your time going in the wrong direction, right?
Exactly. But go in the right direction with the confidence also. So when you have it on paper in your hands, you know that you thought through it properly, and it gives you a bit of a confidence that when to say no, for example. So it's going to the right direction, not taking the wrong road, and have that confidence.
I love that. I know our time is coming near to our closure, so I just want to reiterate the 3 points you made, which are be clear, be open-minded, and say no, which I think is sometimes some of the hardest thing for a lot of people, so I can't thank you enough for these great 3 pointers before any collaboration, potential strategic relationship. Make sure you have that master vision, that compass to help drive you down the right way. Nina, one of my branding experts in Dubai, who has decades of expertise, CEO, founder of The Nice Space. You are such a rock star. I love working with you. I love bringing you to my clients, customers, and really helping shed their vision in a more productive and effective way. You do it right, and I love having you as a strategic partner. So thank you so much for your time being here and sharing your expertise.
I love it. Thank you so much, Rachel. I always love, collaborating and talking to you because you have so much positivity. So you have this unique fusion of professionalism, expertise, experience, and positivity, and amazing sense of humor. And I love your American accent. It makes it even better.
Thank you. And I think that's kind of one of those things, you got to just look, does it match? Does it meet my expectation? Does it work? Can I, and you go down that checklist. And I love that we have found each other. I love you to pieces. And I wish you the best success for today, for every day, tomorrow, and the future as we continue to grow and share our expertise with the world. So thank you again for joining us for Smart Impressions.
Thank you. Thank you, Rachel.
Thank you, Nina. We'll see you next week, everybody. Until then, take a look out for your next partner. You never know how they can change your life.